Today I'm going to be talking about what I consider to be a potential scam in the juicing industry that you should be aware of. And that is, or was, or is, it's unclear at this point, the JUlaVIE or Juisir juicing machine. This was first launched in January 2017 as a Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign where they successfully raised over 580,000 Singapore dollars, which in today's conversion rate is about 430,000 US. And then before they even shipped the Kickstarter orders, they raised another crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo for 870,000. So altogether, they raised about 1.3 million in crowdfunding dollars as pre-sales. Now, which is all great, except things went south for the company. Basically, they only shipped some machines, and a lot of the ones they did ship were dead on arrival. All you have to do is read through the comments. It's really entertaining and interesting. If you have some time, I definitely recommend you do it. So this campaign, so it's now January 2020. This campaign launched in January 2017, and some people still haven't received their machines. Like this comment from 5 days ago, still waiting for promised delivery. Where can I get a refund? 18 days ago, still waiting, really bad service. 21 days ago, 2 years waiting. This juicer now want refund. 23 days ago, where my JUlaVIE? No update. Email, no reply. Same thing on the Indiegogo. This one, it looks like they actually shipped some of the machines, but they've been not being able to get them repaired as they didn't work when they arrived. Like this one from 11 days ago. I received a broken juicer a year ago, was told to send it back at my expense, and it would take 3 to 15 days to repair. It has been a year. No updates, no responses. The head thief, Leo Chen, was interviewed, patting himself on the back. I encourage you all to send a tweet to the reporter who did this interview asking for a follow-up on this thief. This one 2 months ago. I ordered and repaired in April of 2017. Who is doing this class action lawsuit? Does anyone know? For 2 months ago, yep, still haven't received anything. So you get the point. A lot of people haven't received machines. Some people that did receive them. This person from 3 months ago, this Leo guy is a fraud. He's not from Singapore pretending to be more legitimate. He's from China. And there is a post I saw on Reddit of someone, here we go. This post on Reddit trying to get a class action lawsuit together. Here is a summary of the situation. 1, the company raised funds via multiple popular crowdsourcing sites. 2, the delivery of the product was delayed multiple times for varying reasons. I received mine 1.5 years after the original expected delivery date. 3, they delivered a batch of the product to a prominent department in the UK. I think it means department store. In the UK several months before delivering to backers. 4, most of the units were finally delivered to backers. 5, many backers reported receiving dead-on-arrival products. Backers have suspicion that the company knowingly shipped DOA units. 6, the company accepted the units back for repairs in January 2019. 7, there are no signs that anyone has received a repaired machine back from them. If you look on their Instagram, the last post was from September 25th, 2018. And lots of people commenting here, still been waiting for their orders. Okay, so I mean, it'd be fair to assume that the company has gone out of business, except there is a company in Australia called Fruithy that appears to still be selling the machine, okay? If we go to their cold press juicers here, there it is. New Year sale. Buy now and get a free Optimal Nutriforce with $378, okay? So I actually tried to order one, but anyway, you can't place an order outside of Australia on this website. They say for orders outside of Australia, you can use their international website here, but then literally everything on their international website is sold out. And then I found they have a store on Amazon. I tried to place an order on Amazon, but when I tried to check out, they said it can't ship to my address. I imagine because I'm based outside of Australia. So if anyone's in Australia and you have a chance to buy one of these things and let me know if they actually have these in stock, that'd be really interesting. So besides the problems with the crowdsourcing campaign and not shipping machines and shipping broken machines, there's a basic problem with the technology, okay? You cannot press much juice out of most fruit and vegetables if you don't grind it up first. That's why cold press juicers, real presses like Norwalk or Good Nature, have a grinder and a press. You need to really open up those cells to get that juice out, right? I mean, I've been pretty vocal about the fact that this technology is ridiculous from the very beginning. Obviously, you can get juice out of things like pineapple and cucumber that are very juicy, but when you're talking about things like root vegetables like carrots, you cannot. And here's proof. This is obviously a disgruntled customer. Post this video here. He has 400 grams of carrots.
Well, next one.
If you guys want to watch the video, it's called Truth of JUlaVIE. You can search it on YouTube. Truth about JUlaVIE.
Carrots.
And I'll fast forward here to where he actually juices it. Okay. It's in the press here.
Closing the lid. Press it. Oh, my cup is missing again. Okay, inside. Fine.
There we go, trickle, trickle, trickle. Here comes the juice. Nope, that's it.
And
oh,
as you can
Lord.
hear, the machine has stopped working.
Okay.
Now it's probably returning to initial position.
Then he takes the juice out. I'll fast forward again here.
Has ended.
Takes the juice out. And he weighs it. It's only 22 grams.
Carrot
so
juice out
of 400 grams of carrots, you only got 22 grams of juice. So that's 5% yield. Then he goes on to takes the carrots out, reweighs them, represses them a couple times, and even after pressing 3 times, he ends up with
really great yield.
10% juice. So obviously all these customers were upset about this. They're complaining, they're posting on social media. The company's not really responding to them. All you have to do is go back and look at the updates. Like this, in my opinion, so if you go back and read all the updates, there's all these updates about shipping and timeline and hey, we've reached delays. Sorry guys, they're coming soon. There are some people that were saying that they never got the machine, and he said UPS must have lost them. You know, there's all these updates. But then, my opinion, this one, July 25th, 2018. So this was already a year and a half after the crowdsourcing campaign, Kickstarter. This is when if I was a backer, this is when I see the first real red flag, okay? You never want to get an update like this from a Kickstarter campaign. Here goes. Before jumping into an update on the machines coming this fall, sure they are, Leo, I want to provide a reminder to those whose machines have been delivered how to get help when needed. First, write contact@JUlaVie.com. This is the single email that will get you a response within 24 hours. We'll be faster as we continue to ramp up. From someone who knows how to deal with your question. Our social media team is not, he puts that in all caps, is not our customer service team. Will not be able to answer the more specific questions you are likely to have. Second, our page is a perfectly acceptable way to get my attention if you feel you are not getting a response from our customer service within the promised 24 hours. But it is not a replacement for using our email. Our crowdfunding comments page is a place for us to interact and discuss how things are going, but not a place to open customer service tickets with me. To repeat, posting them on our page is not a replacement for reaching out to customer service. There are many of you and only one of me. All right? You never want a company to come out and blame you that they haven't responded to your customer service inquiry, right? But here's where it gets really bad. Third, before you jump on social media screaming about an issue you're having, do please come here to me first. As the last two people who went nuts all over our Instagram page, it was an easy solve just based on some miscommunication. Frankly, with our limited budget, I am far more inclined to spend it to help those who are easy to work with versus those where the damage is already done. So he's basically saying, if you post negative stuff on social media, I'm not going to help you. He goes on, not a pretty reality, but a reality nonetheless. At the end of the day, we're ramping up our customer service team, sure you are, and they are doing the best they can, but know that any and all response they give come from my overall direction, and I'm happy to discuss them. So that to me is when it started to go downhill. Obviously, a lot of people were complaining that the machines didn't work, and he was kind of pissed off about that. And then the final update, and this is a terrible update to get if you're waiting for a machine. This was on January 15th, 2019, so about a year ago, 2 years after the orders were placed. So this means lots of people still haven't gotten their machines 2 years later. Dear backers, now that majority of our machines have been delivered, we will be shifting our focus on growing and expanding the brand to the market. As we leap into this new venture, I will begin on relying more on my customer service teams to support all your concerns and inquiries to help me focus on turning JUlaVIE into a global brand. So here are a few reminders. For anyone in the US, most of you should have already received their machines or are part of the second batch of shipments on its way to the US. Sure they are. Please know that we now have a fully functional repair center in the US that will cover your warranty for the next 2 years. Should you have any concern, just send an email to our customer service at contact@JUlaVie.com. If you are outside the US, we will work with individual cases through the same channel, email correspondence, to cover and address all of your concerns. We are now working on having the rest of the machines delivered in the soonest possible time. You'll be receiving an email from our customer service team on your machine status. However, as there are now over 1,000 of you, our backers, I can no longer deliver the type of experience and attention needed through this page. With this, we will officially no longer be responding to your comments starting January 30th, 2018. He obviously means 2019 there. I think it's a typo. For fast response, we advise everyone to reach out to us via chat, through our website, IM function, which they also stopped responding to that, by the way. So obviously, if you're a backer that's been waiting 2 years for a machine, you don't want to see this update saying we're going to stop responding to comments now. I mean, that's terrible. And keep in mind, that update was now a year ago. And as of 5 days ago, there's still people posting that they haven't received the machine or a refund. If you search JUlaVIE on YouTube, basically the only videos you're able to find are from JUlaVIE themselves, from Fruithy, who is an Australian company. There's one from me from a couple years ago there. And then the Natural Juice Junkie, which is the owner of Fruithy. Okay, there's a couple videos from him. And that's it. I mean, so if these machines are actually out there and they're selling these in Australia, why have there been no other people doing unboxing videos, or reviews, or anything? It's very suspicious. I'd really like to know what happens if someone orders a machine from this company in Australia. So that's my overview of this controversy and what I see as a potential scam that happened in the juicing industry. If you have any experience with this, please comment below. If you like videos like this, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you're considering buying one of these, I would just say beware, because it does seem like the parent company is either out of business or completely stopped responding to customers. So just be careful. That's what we got for you guys today. That's the cold pressed truth. Peace.